Good day, this is Nick from War and Strategy Gamer, and today on First Impressions we're going to play the Banner Saga, believe it or not. I've never played it, despite it being an indie game with a great art style, with apparently it's got kind of Final Fantasy Tactics style gameplay, so it should be right up my street, or XCOM if you prefer that sort of thing. So it should be right up my street, but despite that, I've never actually played it, so let's give it a go. As you can see, beautiful hand-drawn art style. Like it. Apparently there's 3 of these. I haven't even played one. How can I resume the game I've never played? I don't know. You ask me. Okay. So let's jump into options. Difficulty, normal. Yeah. No descriptions against the difficulty, which isn't always ideal. Turn the master volume down just in case you can't hear me. Full screen, yeah. Credits. There doesn't seem to be a gameplay. Doesn't seem to be a lot of. Oh, really? Strange. Resume game after entering options. That's bizarre. That's bad UI, if you ask me. Okay. And why would you quit a game from the options? Seriously. Okay. The Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. That's cool. You will occasionally switch between the characters, depending on how much you can ask. Okay. Let's do this. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through tenuous alliance, driving back destroyers called the Dredge Deep into the northern wastes. Jon Snow. Now, in an era of growth and trade, life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun. Sweat.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðanbor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
The art style looks hand-drawn. It's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's incredible animation.
Komið skjótt! Komið í höllina miklu!
Reminds me of the cartoons when I was a lad.
Gist ég leyfa oss að byggja!
Viking style as well. It's very cool. Well designed characters. I'm not actually skipping this, by the way. It's doing these weird jump cuts. And now it's loading.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
Okay. You've arrived as chieftains, red men, blah blah blah. Let's skip that. Okay. Yeah, get it. These are portraits. They are men. Yeah, that's why you can move. There's blue. Yeah. Okay, good. If we move now, we can move forwards. Look. Yes, walk. Attack. So what have we got? Okay, so it looks like blue's defense, 5's health, you've got shield breaker and attack. This is all very obvious. You don't actually break a shield. Okay. Oh my word. Yeah, it's so obvious you don't need to explain it to me. Alright, so you want me to attack him with all my strength, do you? Okay, sure. Oh. Ooh, get renowned for taking someone out. Okay, yeah, I really don't think you need to explain any of this. Right, okay, good. Limited willpower. So when you get into the goals, you're out of range, you probably can't run forward, you can't attack. You just take a wild stab in the dark. Boom! Special abilities, there's something that's not obvious. Okay, so you click on the tile, access the ability. This one's called Tempest. Yes, I'm Tempest. Edge. One enemy left standing. What do you want me to do? Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield breaker won't be able to finish the job with the normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost the attack. Cool, I've got 6 for now. Don't know what that does.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Okay, so the art style, the animation, the voice acting's good. This seems real story heavy. Maybe more story heavy than I would like. I mean, a short tutorial in the midst of quite a long cutscenes. Not ideal for me. I'd like more action than this. Okay, you're approached by a familiar man who walks in, step with you, and you're leaving the Great Hall. Comes the chase. Eric, steward of the Strand, I manage the governor's business. All written, isn't it? It is. I'm just here for the fiend, whatever that is. What do you want? Let's be grumpy. What do you want? The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, eh? What do you have in mind? I didn't exactly agree. Let's be grumpy. It's up to you. You've already got one foot in the door. Those men you left face down, scowl things. We just want to make sure they don't come back. Yeah, those. It's almost walking simulator-esque. We took down the chieftain. What's next for them? Not much. Never was much in the first place. They were a loose bunch of thugs to begin with. I'm surprised they got as close as they did. Then we're done here. Almost. Come with me. We're going to the market town by the water. Do I have to? Can I find someone? If anyone's left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay, and here we can see market written in some sort of crazy font. Don't know what kind of font to call that. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses. Miranda. Miranda. You, Miranda, through rows of open-faced houses and approaching stores, coloured canvases, flap on bright current. I'm just going to skip this. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Cool goatee, green thing though. Oh, I like that. Talking to an idiot. Okay, there's a lot of text here, isn't there? And it doesn't seem to be setting up any story. No, like none of this is like. I don't like this guy. Intimidate him, pay him, do nothing. Pay him. A working man needs. Really? Despairing. So, the people that made this game clearly love story. They're clearly into the story. They've clearly like dialogue. I mean, if you're gonna have this much dialogue, I think it's almost better to have voice acting with it. I know it's Kickstarter, they don't have the money. You look like a frog. Sounds like a normal response to someone. Better that than an eggplant. Can I fight someone now? I'm just going to click through some of these options because I want to try and get a better feel for combat. I'm playing this for about 11 minutes now, and I've probably spent a minute in combat. That's not a good ratio. It's like 10% combat, 90% talking. Oh, cool, so we can actually fight someone. Right, so these guys are pretty tough. They're actually reasonably tough. How tough these guys are just grubs. Okay, so let's. Can I only move back? Oh, they're already at the top, but yeah. Right now, am I going to run with this guy straight in? Yeah, he's strong, so we can just run straight in. Yep, do that. Attack him. Break his shield, yeah. That way? That way? Yep, so he sort of outflanked him, that was fairly obvious. I'm gonna move here. Attack. Has he got range attack? No. Rally. Just rally here. Not a lot. Okay, good. Glad we sorted that out. Right, so I'm going to charge straight forwards with him. He can only attack in the immediate vicinity, so we'll end his turn. Yeah, so why I did that was I wanted to see if he would face the opposite direction if I turned him, and he does. So now he could potentially have his back to someone. Can't attack anyone, it's just all plus range, so let's end it there. Right, okay, so let's get this guy out of this sticky situation. So do here, Stonewall, and let's attack this geezer. Let's go straight to the heart of the matter. Oosh. Yeah, you see, he's had him in one go. So that was better. So it was better to do that than break his shield, which is odd, sure. And then let's attack this guy. So he's whacked him, but hasn't quite taken him out. Let's Okay, so the bad guys can't, not all of them can be taken out in one hit. Let's try this. Okay, but there are ways to take them down in one hit. So I'm guessing if you're surrounded, then that would be a good way to do that. So he looks like his will's kind of broken, so I am going to attack this guy. Is that even possible? Can I do that? No. Can I zoom in? Ooh, resolution's nasty when you zoom in, isn't it? Oh, just sort of dive straight through that geezer. Right, what can you do? Can you stab this guy? Are you useful? Are you not? Well, that guy's damaged, so alright? There we go. I'm not cheating, no reason, for sure. Right, so I think we're going to turn this guy around. I'm going to attack this guy. Boosh. Did he just knock down his own man? That was weird. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to try this Tempest thing. Or just whacking. Didn't quite have the side effects I thought it was going to have. Right, we can now attack this geezer. Look, it gets a bit messy. You zoom in. Oh, look at that nasty resolution. Okay. Yeah, just smack it. I don't know why you're clicking stuff like 6 times. There you go. Right, run towards him. Give him a slap. Disengage. Surround the geezer. He's not going to get anyone from there. He can now, he's going to attack him. When he gets a bit crowded, it's a bit difficult stuff, and that's it. Kind of fight for him. Unlocked a load of achievements just for beating people up with people doing that. Ready for promotion. Okay, so you fight, you level up, your people get stronger. Here's some more dialogue to contend with. Okay, let's just stop it here because I think I've got a feel for it. So, art style's beautiful, animation's nice. The cutscenes when they've got dialogue's cool. It's like a 1980s cartoon, I guess. The Viking setting's good. There is way too much dialogue, way too much story for me. I prefer a little bit more action. If there was more of these tactical battles, if it was the opposite way around, if it was kind of 10% talking and 90% tactical battles, I may enjoy it. Looks like you can level people up, so there's a bit of depth there in terms of that. That's always good. Seems to be fairly obvious in the strategies, in sort of the tactics so far. I assume that might get a little bit harder when you compare that to something like XCOM, which would throw you much more in the deep end a lot quicker. This seems to be have kids' gloves on and just sort of letting you win really easily at the moment. I'm sure it gets harder later on, but unfortunately, I'm never going to make it through that dialogue to see if that's the case. So, first impressions not great. I can't recommend it from a personal standpoint. I prefer to have a little bit more action in my strategy. That sounds weird, but there you go. That's how it is. I don't like to contend with too many sort of cutscenes and dialogues these days. So that is my first impressions of Banner Saga. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you think I'm wrong, obviously, let me know in the comments down below. Good day.